Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel SS Analysis. First of all, I would like to tell you that if you are watching this video first time, subscribe my channel to see my more upcoming videos on analysis of different commodities and equity indices. And second important thing is to watch this video till its end to understand this story to take your decision. Your one like will motivate me to be regular and working more for you. So let us start the day to analyze the movements of S&P 500 futures in different time frames. So friends, here you can see a weekly chart of S&P 500 futures. Here you can see the S&P 500 futures found a stiff resistance in February 2020 when the first coronavirus got confirmation. Here on January 10, 2020, S&P 500 futures started a sharp fall from the levels of 3384, and here you can see the Dow of the S&P 500 futures started a sharp downward move and finally tested a low at the levels of 2174 on March 23rd, 2020. But since then, a sharp recovery has been seen and a sharp uptrend continued up to 3589, where the S&P 500 futures found some resistance and a sharp fall was there when the S&P 500 futures tested a low at 3199 during the month of September 2020, and once again an upward move was there when the S&P 500 futures found resistance at 3542, from where once again the S&P 500 futures found a strong support at the levels of 3227 during the month of October 2020. Here you can see that how the S&P 500 futures have formed a strong base here at the levels of 3215, from where the S&P 500 futures started to move upward and continued this journey up to the levels of 4247, what it has recently tested on Friday. And here I find that this level seems to be a critical juncture for the S&P 500 futures, because here I find the S&P 500 futures look amid a vicious circle after negating the accelerating inflation, whereas the inflation is at the forefront. And the question is whether the inflation is transitory or a permanent phenomena. And here I find that the impact of the statement of Russian president, what he has given on last Friday in an interview with NBC News, he said that US-Russia relations are at their lowest point in years, whereas President Putin and Biden will meet in Geneva on Wednesday to discuss some critical issues that could further irritate the relationships. Therefore, I find that the current level looks evident enough for facing a stiff resistance at the current levels. And here I find that during the upcoming week we are going to have two important events. First is a meeting between the President Biden and Mr. Putin, where they will discuss some important issues which is likely to have some negative impact on the movements of US indices. Not only over the US indices, this impact could be seen on the global equity markets. And the second important event is the Federal Reserve meeting on June 16, where the final outcome will definitely have an impact over the movements of S&P 500 futures, where I find that a breakdown below the levels of 4161 will confirm the continuity of a sharp fall in S&P 500 futures, where the immediate support for S&P 500 futures will be at the levels of 4245. Here I find that the 9 days moving average in a weekly time frame, which is currently at the levels of 4139, could provide some support to S&P 500 futures, but a sustainable move below this level could result in a sharp fall, where the second support will be seen at the levels of 4031 during the upcoming week. And here a sustainable move below this second support could push the S&P 500 futures to test new lows below the 26 days moving average. Here I find that the S&P 500 futures could test the lows of 3845 during the upcoming week. So here I find that if the S&P 500 futures find a sustainable move above the levels of 4247, one more attempt could be seen here to test new high up to the levels of 4294. But here I find that the levels of 4294 could attract big bears to go short from here, because here I find that the growing dents of COVID-19 could continue to be felt in near future, where the global supply chain could feel its impact during the upcoming weeks, whereas I find that the S&P 500 futures looks ready for a sharp fall well up to the upper end of Ichimoku cloud, which is currently at the levels of 3684. And I find that if the S&P 500 futures are not able to defend this support up to the mid of August, we'll see this war to continue during the month of September up to the levels of 3144, what the S&P 500 futures could test during the month of October 2021. So friends, now let us have a look at the movements of S&P 500 futures in a daily time frame. So friends, here in a daily time frame, here you can see that how this level seems to be an immediate support, whereas the S&P 500 futures have closed the week above this immediate support, which used to be an important resistance for the S&P 500 futures. So here I find that when the S&P 500 futures have sustained above this immediate resistance on last Friday, we could see a bouncing move from here, where the immediate resistance for S&P 500 futures during the upcoming week can be seen at the levels of 4276, and the next resistance will be at the levels of 4307. So friends, here I find that if the S&P 500 futures are not able to reach the immediate resistance at 4260, we'll see this fall to continue, where this fall could be a steep fall if the S&P 500 futures are not able to hold above the 9 days moving average, which is currently at the levels of 4207 in a daily time frame. Here I find that a breakdown below this level could result in a sharp fall, where the next support for S&P 500 futures will be at the levels of 4177, and the final support will be at the upper end of Ichimoku cloud, which is at the levels of 4158. And I find that after the final outcome of Federal Reserve's meeting on June 16, we'll see this fall to continue. So here I find that if the S&P 500 futures are not able to hold above the 26 days moving average, which is currently at the levels of 4140, after the outcome of Federal Reserve's meeting on June 16th, we'll see a major fall in S&P 500 futures, where the S&P 500 futures could even break the lower end of Ichimoku cloud in a daily time frame, which is currently at the levels of 3978, and I find that a breakdown below the Ichimoku cloud could push the S&P 500 futures to test new lows up to the levels of 3610. So friends, be ready to see an action in the S&P 500 futures. So thank you friends, thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, don't forget to share this video with your more and more friends. Thank you.